Alright, it says I'm live. Let's see if anybody comes in here. Ooh, unable to connect to chat. Let's see. I might need to just open my YouTube screen behind this. Can you see the chat? It's live, but I can't see the chat on my end. Yeah, but I can't see the chat on my end. So we are trying this new configuration of YouTube Lives for everybody that is watching this right now, so I'm trying to figure out how to be able to see my chat. See, it says unable to connect. So I don't know if, can I just open my Safari? Like open it this way? How are you looking at it?
Just through
my channel?
Yeah.
Alright. Please be patient while we figure out the technical stuff. Okay, I see live now. It says 16 are watching. Is the chat going live?
I don't know if...
Volume. There we go. Okay, so I am getting people leaving chats. Okay, so I think I'm just going to have to keep it open here and put the ninja in front of it so I can see myself. Yeah, that works. Does this work? Wait, you can look at it? Mm-hmm. Okay. Hi! Hello everybody joining me for my YouTube Live. I have not done a YouTube Live in so long. So today I'm going to do basically like a get ready with me. Like if you guys saw my Easter video, I'm just going to kind of like get ready and you guys can hang out and ask questions and whatever. It's not really like a tutorial. I'm not going to say every single thing I'm doing as I'm doing it. I'm just going to kind of get ready. And if you guys have questions along the way, I will answer them. But I kind of want this to be more of a hangout and less of a tutorial or kind of instructional thing. So just want to make sure technically everybody can see me, everybody can hear me, everything is good, nothing's blurry. Please let me know. You guys seem to all be saying hi and nothing seems to be out of the ordinary, so I think we are good. So the style that I'm thinking about doing today, oh, also I'm going to kind of ask you guys along the way what you guys should think I should be doing for the next step, because I haven't really like set out what I'm going to be doing. I'm going to do my makeup first and then I'm going to do my hair. So hopefully the chat goes in real time so I can actually see what you guys are saying if you're replying to me. We shall see. My internet connection is good, but like I said, we're doing like a new sort of like technical way of doing this. I have a little spot on my screen and it looks like I have a Cindy Crawford one. There we go. Woohoo! Thank you. My top is by Double Trouble Apparel, and I am not wearing a bra today because no bras, and I shaved my armpits just for you guys, so yes. Looks and sounds great. Okay, cool. Hi, Missy. So first I'm going to do some makeup, and I'm just going to do like my basics first, which obviously you guys won't dictate what that is because I use like the same foundations and stuff. As you can see, my skin is very hydrated right now, but I'm still going to use some primer oil. I have been using retinol since we are in quarantine, and retinol dries out your skin pretty good, and so it's good to use when you have a little bit of downtime, which I do right now, but because of that my skin is kind of sandpapery, so I'm really trying to hydrate. So I'm just going to put a little bit more oil on my face. It's like this weird balance of wanting to be hydrated, and I flush red so fast when I touch my face. It's like wanting to be hydrated but also not wanting to break out. So this primer oil is awesome. Anybody that has dry skin, I actually highly recommend this. It is Primer Oil by Smashbox. Are you switching cameras on me? We're gonna get fancy here. Oh yeah, you have to do it on the back, right? On the Ninja? And you don't have to bring everything else to the front again. Oh, there it is. So, it takes a second for the camera to focus. Well, no, but I want them to be able to see it. My camera should still autofocus. Just kidding. Anyways, this is my primer oil, just so you guys can see. Hello, Michigan. I wonder if there's a way for me to see how many people are in here. It doesn't show me here. Let's see. Oh, it shows me down there. 47 of you. That's amazing. I'm always amazed that anyone even gives a crap about anything that I do. So thanks, guys, for giving a crap about what I'm doing. I hope everybody is good, is well during this crazy time. Trying to do a lot of online content for you guys just to keep everybody sane, myself included. So I am like a weird in-between colors right now, so I am mixing my foundation I'm using. I told you I wasn't going to show you what I'm doing, but it just feels natural. So I'm just mixing my foundations right now, and I haven't really laid out any of my products, so you might hear me digging around for stuff. Also, too, I apologize if there's background noise. It is really hot today, so I turned off my AC for you guys. You're welcome, but I did not turn off my fans, because if I turn off my fans, I might actually die, and I don't want to die. Hello, Scotland. Hello, Portland. Oh, hometown. Hello, Norway. Hello, Michigan. Hello, Sydney. France. Oh my gosh, we have all kinds of people. Sacramento. Maybe not as interesting, but definitely an awesome city. That was interesting. Sacramento is interesting, just not as... I can't think of the word. My brain is not working on full function right now. Spain? Yes. Okay, so I'm just going to put on my foundation. If you guys have any questions along the way, or if you have any just like general questions about anything else, like not specific to what I'm doing, please ask. Also, if anybody has not gotten a copy yet of, I just thought of this. Oh, wait, it's right behind you. My cookbook. This is what made me start to do these lives, is when I did my book release. So if anybody wants a copy of this and wants it signed, I can do it on this live feed. I'll just keep it over here. So you just go to workingclasspublishing.com, and if you buy it, just check the little box that says you want it signed, and I can sign it live here for you guys. If you already have it, thank you so much. I hope you love it. I hope everybody is cooking with it. Hello, South Carolina. Aw, thanks, Amy. Chicago, Nashville, Toronto, Vegas, Sweden. Vegas, that's not too far from me. I love Sweden. When I went to Sweden, I went to Luleå. Luleå, I know you guys pronounce it really strange, and I can't pronounce it. But it's basically like the northernmost tip of Sweden. It's where people go to visit like Santa Claus, and you see reindeers, and they have the northern lights up there. But I went in May, and it was almost completely light 24 hours a day, which was, how do I put it into words? It was weird. Disorienting is probably the best way to describe having that much daytime. Oh, we got a couple Sweden girls in here. But it was absolutely beautiful. We went to a lake, and we had a barbecue at like midnight, and it looked like daytime, which was so strange and so cool and disorienting for sure. The only problem with it being night or daytime all the time is that I can't sleep with blackout curtains. I need natural daylight to wake up. I used to live in a basement, and I just was like groggy and sleepy all the time, so that's the problem for me, is I can't sleep when it's light. Obviously it's weird, but I can't sleep with blackout curtains either. I think I'm not meant to ever live in Sweden. Why did I change my hair color? The camera's off. Oh, did you turn it off? Oh, gotcha. I changed my hair color because, I don't know, I needed a change. I had done kind of like every shade of pink, orange, red. I just got a battery low thing. Oh, is that from that camera? Okay. It's covering my, can I close it? It's just covering my chat window. Anyways, I had done like every shade of like orange and pink, and I had done purple, and I'd done a little blue, and I mentioned offhandedly in the comments of a post, somebody asked if I could do any color, what would I do? And I said green, just like that was my dream color. And my colorist, Stephanie, actually messaged me and was like, let's do green. And so I was like, what the heck, why not? And I love it. My hair naturally is, can I make the screen go away? Okay. My hair naturally is very dark, like this is almost my root color, so the green made more sense just as far as root touch-ups, and it was right before I was starting school, and I didn't have the time to color my hair and my roots as frequently, so it all just made good sense. I'm breaking out right now. I have this gigantic volcano on my cheek, so I'm just using a little bit of the foundation on my hand just to cover it. Make sure when you're doing any makeup with your hands, I don't do a lot of makeup with my hands, but when I do, just make sure that your hands are clean, because otherwise you're just going to spread bacteria and bad stuff. Not totally covered, but I don't want to cake it too much. It's just one of those, it's like just ready to blow, but it hasn't yet. It's so annoying. Yes, Luleå, the colorful skunk. That's exactly what I'm saying. But I know you guys pronounce it not how it looks like it's pronounced. Hello, Sonoma. When do you deem as old makeup and when to toss it? Most makeup will have on it if you see this little jar, it says 24M. That's actually how many months it's good after you open it. So this is good for 2 years after you open it. So if you're bad at memory when you opened it, just write the date on it, or like get a little label maker and put the date on it that you opened it, and that's a good way to tell. If your makeup smells funny, if it's separating, it might even be before its due date, it might have just gone off, or it might be contaminated. That's a good clue to throw it out. So, but definitely follow, like, pretty much every cosmetic will have, this one doesn't, but this is an independent company, and this is an aerosol. Yeah, pretty much every makeup or cosmetic, yeah, see, this one is CoverGirl. This one says 18M. Probably hard to see with this little webcam camera. Pardon my unpainted fingernails, but quarantine, what are you gonna do? Okay, let's do some concealer. Get my powder ready. I am already sweating, so hopefully my makeup wants to stay on. Do you think you would ever go back to your natural hair color? My natural hair color is currently gray, so no, I will not be going back to my natural hair color. Nothing against gray. I think women that rock gray are amazing, and I think it looks sexy as hell and amazing, but it's just not for me. So no natural hair color for me. As far as like coloring my hair to match my old natural hair color, probably won't do that either. I don't know. I just don't feel right as a brunette. I'm just gonna put a little powder on this guy because I am really sweating. Currently, oh, Missy, you're currently growing out your grays. You are braver than I. I do think like it's such a funny thing that like we consider being gray as a brave thing when that's your natural hair color, but it's true. Like it takes a lot of lady balls to let your gray go free. Oh, I can't find my concealer brush. My concealer is probably just drying and caking under my eyes. If you don't have a concealer brush, you can always use your fingers. I actually almost always use my fingers, but I was going to use a brush today. Oh, there it is. It fell behind the box. All right, my little chat stopped. I hope it's not frozen. We'll see. So, how is everybody doing through all of this? Tell me what you're doing, if you're working, if you're home, if you have kids. Tell me all about it. I want to know. It's like such a weird thing feeling so disconnected from other human beings right now. It's like a friend of mine asked me yesterday if I think I'll miss quarantine when this is over, and I really won't. Like, the good parts of quarantine are things I already do in my life, like Jimmy and I do puzzles, and I make dinners, and I make content, and like all that stuff won't change. It's just like going to the gym and seeing my friends and all those things that I really, really miss. So no, I will not miss quarantine. I'm just setting this with some powder. Green is awesome. Love it, as well as red. Hey, thanks. I bet, Missy. It's hard, like, even when I just get, like, I call them sparkles, like, when you can just kind of see my grays. And even dealing with those is hard. Such a weird thing. Being a girl is a very weird thing, you guys. I'm just gonna wipe some of this away. I miss shooting, too. A lot. I miss doing hair and makeup a lot. And facials. I'm trying to do this while watching you guys. Doing my nails while watching this live video. Oh, sweet. So you're kind of getting ready with me, too. I'm a little extra shiny right now, but I'm just kind of trying to embrace it because I think it makes me look like I've got a little bit of a natural glow, and we like that because my skin is so dry right now from the retinol. So I'm going to do a little bit of contour, just a little bit of bronzer, just because I'm so pale right now because I haven't been in the sun in so long. Someone retracted a message. What did you retract? What did you say? Was it mean? I hope it wasn't mean. I've actually never seen that before. That's interesting. Hot to get back to training for a new job. Ooh, what job are you training for? Oh, got to get back to training for a new job. So she must be gone already. Well, hello and goodbye. You're referring to yours as glitter strands. I like that. Should probably pay attention to what I'm doing instead of putting it on my face while I'm talking to you guys. I don't want to end up being a Kardashian. I'm an interpreter and a teacher assistant, so working from home. You can tutoring videos for kids. That's really cool. I was actually thinking about that. I'm going to be doing a webinar, just so you guys know. I'm in the works of doing some webinars, so I'm going to be doing a like how to grow your business and your brand on social media webinar, and I'm also going to be doing a couple of hair and makeup webinars through Zoom. Those will be like paid events. But when I was doing, I actually did a webinar about webinars, which is a really weird kind of meta thing. But when I was doing it, they were talking about you can hire interpreters to interpret your webcasts as you're doing them, and I thought that was such an interesting idea. Because I do know Zoom, they're trying to roll out closed captioning so that you can automatically caption your Zoom meetings and webinars, so I think that's really cool. So I'm hoping by the time I actually get these webinars going, that will be out of beta testing and actually a thing, so I can just closed caption my stuff. I closed caption all of my YouTube videos, but I have to just kind of rely on how YouTube interprets what I'm saying, I guess. And I speak really quickly, so as you guys know. Ooh, my feed's going too fast. Okay, I miss going to the gym. I do too. Miss the simple fact of going somewhere other than the grocery store or the drugstore. Yes. It's like, I just miss being able to be like, oh, I just want to go grab a croissant. Like, just those things without having to, you know, have hand sanitizer and wipies and a mask and a, like, I mean, I know life is going to be like that for a while. I'm just doing the blush now. But I do miss life the way that it was. Ooh, my feed is going fast now. Okay. I've been sleeping and eating all the snacks. I have been sleeping and eating all the snacks too. I'm not sleeping as much. Like, I was a napper before, so that really hasn't changed, but I'm definitely eating more. I've gained 15 pounds since I've been in quarantine. No, 12. I overgained myself. Which is fine. Like, you know, the number on the scale doesn't matter, but I'm starting to not be able to fit into my clothes, and because I can't go shopping, I can't fit into any of my jeans. So when we leave the house, I've been like sweatpantsing it, which is not very good for the morale. So I need to, it's hard because I have a hard time self-motivating without the gym. Like, I love to work out, but I need the gym to motivate me. So it's been just like such a weird thing. Started growing out my gray last year. Now it's about half gray. Hydro colors, add some gray. Oh, that's good. So you're doing it gradually. That's good. You always see the women that are going from like black to gray that have just like a line of gray and black, and that is always like, man, like the lady balls on those ladies that do that is immense. All right, let's do some shadow. Okay, so here's where I'm going to ask your guys' opinion. I'll go back and look at what you guys were saying, but I need your opinion on makeup to do. So I can do just like neutral pinup. I can do coppery kind of shimmeries, or I can do glitter. I can do either silver glitter or gold glitter. So it's up to you guys. Do you want neutral makeup? Do you want coppery eyes? Or do you want gold or silver glitter? I'm going to give it a second to see what you guys want. And then we're going to move forward. I'm trying to find my gold glitter just in case that's what you guys pick. I know it's in here somewhere. I might need to make a run to my back room. I have more back there. Bloop, bloop, bloop. Everything in this box is just like shoved in here haphazardly because that's how I do my makeup, because I'm a savage. I know it's in here somewhere, but anyways, I'm giving you guys to figure out what I'm doing, so it'll take me a second to figure it out. I have like actual glitter here, so I can always use this. This is fine. Ooh, and I have this gold liquid shadow too. So see what you guys think. Okay, so neutral, copper, glitter, copper, copper, copper. Ooh, that's a lot of votes for copper. Glitter, copper, copper. I think it's copper, guys. I think copper is the winner. All right, let me hydrate, and we're gonna do some copper. I was gonna do just typical pinup makeup, but then I realized that's what I always do, and it's so boring. So let's do something a little different. So I'm gonna do a mix from some different palettes. Let's see what we got. Okay, so first is my eyeshadow primer. Now I need to go back up and answer those comments. Blah, blah, blah. Starting growing. Okay, my in-laws are constantly here, which is driving me nuts. Oh, good Lord. You see your husband's family every day, but not your own. That would drive me nuts too. Not that my boyfriend's mom and grandma aren't amazing. He's sitting right behind my camera. But They're not a full set of in-laws, and they're easy. All right, what else here? You sewed a dress. Good for you. What else we got? Snuggling with my 3-month-old. Oh, I miss babies. I have a niece and nephew that are turning 3 in June, and I miss them. I miss little baby snuggles. I was actually supposed to go visit them. We were doing like a little family reunion at the end of March, and obviously had to cancel that trip because of the current climate, so that was kind of a bummer. All right, let's see how this works. Let's see. Will you print additional copies of your first book? We will not be printing additional copies of my first book, but we do have an ebook of my first book. So if anybody's interested in the ebook of Dollface Vintage, it is also at workingclasspublishing.com, and it has everything that the normal book has in it, plus it has added video content. So it's actually more content, and it's less expensive than the original book was. So it's a good option. That didn't come out of my mouth. Sewing masks like crazy. Yeah, the mask burnout is real. All my friends that are sewing masks have been. Found out you were pregnant when this all started. Oh, girl. Congratulations. I hope that you're not panicking too hard. I know that that's probably a very scary thing to be facing. All right. So I'm going to try to pay attention to what I'm doing while I'm also talking to you guys. Ooh, that's pretty. I'll do a little close-up of this once I start getting it rolling. Okay. Trying to get back to my... I'm a nurse and I work with developmentally disabled. Oh, glad all your patients are COVID-free, though. My nephew is special needs. He has a genetic disorder, and he has epilepsy, and it makes him more... I guess prone, because he has autoimmune problems, so it is a very, very scary thing for people with those kind of issues. I can't imagine how scary it is where you're working. You're doing the Lord's work out there. This is falling out all over my face, so I'm going to be a little glitter face for the rest of the day. I just realized I still have to film some YouTube tutorials, so I'm going to be copyrighted for all my YouTube tutorials. I'm missing you guys at the Shake Up too. I haven't been to the Shake Up in a few years, and it's such a bummer because Bex finally made a new Shake Up after all the drama with the last one, and then now it has to be canceled. Well, she hasn't officially canceled it, but I'm assuming. Candle just fell off the counter. It's because the book was pushing against it. Cabin fever and depression. Yeah, I mean, honestly, like, if I didn't have this, like, content to make for you guys, I would be in much worse shape than I am with my depression. I definitely have days, but it's not unmanageable. But it's, I mean, making content is like what gets me out of bed. And honestly, just putting makeup on, like for those of you guys that are struggling with depression or anxiety, just try to put a face of makeup on. Obviously, you're not going anywhere. Like, just put it on, take a few selfies, feel cute for a minute. It really does. Like, it seems like a waste of makeup, but it's not a waste of makeup if it's helping your mental health. So, yeah. All right. A little on my lower lids. Hope your sister FaceTimes often. I'm actually not much of a FaceTimer. I'm not really a phone talker. So I FaceTimed with my sister a little bit, but not that much. Like, I know I should more, but it's so hard to get into habits that you're not already in. Congrats on the pregnancy. Yes, currently sewing an apron. Excellent. I feel like so many people are cooking and sewing. Honestly, I wish that I could sew so that I would be cooking less and eating less. That's the problem with cooking is, like, I don't want to cook healthy stuff. I want to, like, cook desserts and macaroni and cheese and, like, all this stuff that I shouldn't be eating. That's the stuff that I'm craving, which is what happens when you have depression. Okay, World of Warcraft. That's what you play, right? You play World of Warcraft? Yeah, that's keeping her sane. He's a wower too. Is that a thing? Is that how you say it? I don't know how the hip kids talk about the video anything that keeps you sane through this, as long as you're not like wearing a diaper and eating meals regularly, I think you're okay. But everybody copes differently. I'm not really going in on this with a plan, so I'm just kind of adding as I'm adding. I don't know if you guys can even see what I'm doing, but hi, hello everybody who's just joining. Yes, Pioneer Lily, anything you can do to keep your brain out of dark places. It's so funny how makeup, like for me, it's just for me. Like I'm not trying, like Jimmy doesn't care if I wear makeup. I'm not trying to impress anybody, but it really does make me feel better. Like days when I've gone days on end without any makeup on, I start to feel just like bleh about myself. Especially, you know, because I am gaining weight and not feeling the best. Just like slapping some makeup on my face makes me feel better. It's not that I care about gaining weight for the weight of it. It's just like I just don't feel good because I'm used to being so much more active. And it really doesn't feel good when you can't button your pants and you have no other pants to wear. So, yeah. My sister and I do Marco Polo, which is great. I'm really bad at responding. You guys do Marco Polo like in your house? Wait, do you ever use Marco Polo? I don't even know what that is. Are you a WoW widow? What does that mean? Do you know what that means? A WoW widow? What does it mean?
You lost like your husband.
Oh, to it? Oh, not yet. Stay tuned. Oh, that's really funny. I've never heard that before. I'm just gonna, this is like the really glittery copper, so I'm just gonna kind of pack this on here with my pinky. If you ever have any really glittery, like this, it's like a super glittery pigment, use your finger to apply it. It's not going to go on the same if you use a brush, and you're just going to get a ton of fallout from it. So, and if you don't feel like it's sticking, just put a little bit more eyeshadow primer, but this has some stick to it, so it's pretty good. Ooh, I like this copper. I like coppers on me because of my brown eyes. His guild plays at midnight? That's a terrible time. Well, I mean, I guess that's probably a good time because then he can like get stuff done during the day. Sorry, it's hard for me to talk and maneuver my sharp fingernails around my eyeballs without feeling like I'm gonna blind myself. What do we think? Are we liking it? I think I need a little bit more crease color. Would you get me a paper towel? Paper towel. I need something to clean off my pinky. Marco Polo is a video messaging app. Interesting. Me too, Wiggy, and I hate it. Just did my hair this teal green and it's on curlers. Had a bad day yesterday. Oh, well, hopefully when you get those curlers out, thank you. When you get those curlers out, you'll feel like a whole new woman. I know it's such a weird struggle for everybody in all of our own little ways. Okay, trying to get my veggie garden going. Honestly, I wish that we had space for a garden. I feel like that would be a really good productive use of time, especially because the only difficulty I'm finding is staying out of the grocery store because I love fresh produce and I only buy organic. So unfortunately, it doesn't last very long. So I don't want to eat out of boxes and cans all the time, and I don't want to eat frozen produce all the time. And we also don't have a very big freezer. So it's like that balance of like going to the grocery store enough to keep our produce stocked. Luckily, my awesome friend Lila, who owns Dollface Skincare, she sent me a box of produce last night, which was awesome from one of our local farms, which was super cool. But yeah, I really do wish that I had a farm. Not a farm, a garden, not a farm. All right, I think this looks pretty cool. I think I'm gonna do some like eyeliner and stuff around it and see if I need to add anything. Just making sure it's blended. The only other thing that's really hard about the like sparkly pigments is sometimes they don't blend super well. Like they end up looking really patchy. So what I'll do is take just like a white shadow on my brush, and then I just do it kind of on the edges to help blend it a little bit. I'm also really sweaty right now because it's hot in my house, so my skin is a little bit stickier than normal, so that's also not helping my cause. Okay. Jimmy, are you a guild or a horde?
I told him.
Oh, are you typing in there?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't see it. I must be behind. Oh, there you are. Oh, an alliance. I don't know what any of this means. I know nothing about video games. It's funny. A little bit more red here. Also, so you guys know, Jimmy is James Johnson. That's him on there. A little sneaker. Organic veggie boxes. Yes, so that veggie box that Lila sent me is an organic veggie box. And it, oh my god, the strawberries, like Jimmy can attest, last night, all night, I was like, they smell so good, they're so sweet, oh my god. I was like freaking out, like in love with this box of veggies. And it was like a head of cauliflower and some beets and some heirloom tomatoes. It's just like a really good mix of stuff. So I am very happy with my organic produce. Yay, try my wet set tutorial. Let me know how it goes for you. So I usually use pomade for my brows, but I've been on this liner kick or pencil kick, and it's easier for me to talk while I do this. So I'm gonna just use my pencil. I had my brows laminated. Your connection was lost. Is that from this camera? It's still going on here. I had my brows laminated from a friend right when I finished school, and I loved it, and it gave me new inspiration to really draw my brows and brush my brows straight up. I brush them and draw them straight up, and then I kind of smooth them. If any of you guys have seen my pictures in the last couple of months, you probably noticed I've been doing my brows a little bit differently, but I like that they still look sculpted, but they look a little bit more natural instead of really painted on my face. So that's kind of what this pencil does for me too. Movies, music, TV series you recommend that cheer you up. Right now, I'm actually watching Ozark. Jimmy and I are watching it. We're trying not to binge it because there's not that many episodes and we don't want it to end. So we're just on season 3 right now. We only do 1 episode a night. Not maybe the most uplifting show, definitely entertaining. I'm also watching Mrs. America right now on Hulu. If anyone has Hulu, it's the story of the Equal Rights Act and how Republican conservative women were like trying to fight against it while feminists like Betty Friedan and Gloria Steinem were trying to fight for it. And it's really interesting. Again, maybe not the most uplifting show. It has its funny moments. Cate Blanchett plays the conservative lead, and she's amazing and pretty funny, but it's not like a typical comedy. I'm not really watching anything uplifting right now. We're also watching 60 Days In, which is a show about people in prison. So we binged all the Harry Potters when lockdown first started, and now we're reading them. And I'm reading The Starless Sea right now, which is really good. If anybody's read Night Circus, it's by the same author. My eyebrow looks really strange. I don't know why. I think I'm doing it too closely in the mirror. Maybe get a little further away. If any of you guys are watching anything amazing or reading anything amazing, also let me know, because I'm always looking for stuff. Oh man, there's all kinds of things I missed. A good hair brand to dye hair at home. I don't dye my hair at home, so I can't really help you with that one. Sorry, dude. Be careful with box color, especially if you do get your hair done professionally and you're going to go back to a professional afterwards. If you box color your hair before all of this, it's fine. But if you're going to go back to a professional, do not box color your hair. It will inhibit you from being able to use a lot of professional dyes, especially if you are a blonde or do your hair light at all. Don't henna your hair at all. You can never get henna out of your hair unless that completely grow out. It doesn't fade. I would suggest if you're going to home color, do a semi-permanent or a demi-permanent color, not a permanent box color. What else we got here? Husband plays Alliance 2. I'm a hoardy. So many nerds! Is Dollface Skincare? Dollface Skincare is not me. Dollface Skincare is my friend Lila. She just happened to have named her business the same thing that I myself was named. So happy coincidence, but that is where I get my facials done. And she is awesome. She's in Atwater Village in LA. It is really hard to talk and do your eyebrows at the same time. Binging Desperate Housewives. I watched that when it first came on. Any really good vintage hair that includes bangs. I actually have a whole playlist. If you Google TheCherryDollface bangs, I have a playlist of styles that I did when I had bangs. So hopefully that'll give you some ideas of things to do. Oh, Little Fires Everywhere. I've heard that was really good and kind of intense. I need to put that in my list. Oh, how could I not mention, I've been binging 90 Day Fiancé. If anybody watches 90 Day Fiancé and you don't know that they're doing 90 Day Fiancé in quarantine, you need to get on that because it's amazing and I love it. And I would say it's my guilty pleasure, but I am guilt-free because I just love it a lot. Make sure these bad boys are even. Cool, there we go. War and Peace, that's a dense read. Good time to read Game of Thrones. Actually, Game of Thrones is next on our list. We're doing Harry Potter right now, and then we just bought the first Game of Thrones. The veggie box company that we ordered from, or that we got from, is Tally Farms, Talley Farms. I actually posted, if you guys go on Instagram, in my stories, I posted last night, and I posted a link to their Instagram page, so you can find them that way. But I highly recommend them. They're in San Luis Obispo, but obviously they delivered to me here in LA, so I'm sure they deliver through California. All right, what do you guys think so far? Are we liking the copper? I think I like it. Maybe a little closer to show. I like it. Okay. TV show Community. I tried to watch Community and I couldn't get into it, but I'm not much of a sitcom watcher anyways. Favorite foundation with full coverage. So I'm not using my good foundation right now because I'm just doing this online, but when I do wear foundation for an event or something, I wear Estee Lauder Double Wear. It is full coverage. It can be a little tricky with dry skin, so I always wear it with my face oil that I put on before this started. Grand Hotel. Oh, it's in Spanish. I do not speak Espanol. 90 Day Fiancé Pillow Talk. I actually just finished all the Pillow Talks because I finished all the normal 90 Day Fiancés and I didn't have anything else to watch. But I do like Pillow Talk. It's funny. I actually sucked Jenny into watching a couple of the episodes with me. And he didn't have any idea what was going on, but he still thought it was funny. Okay. Just gonna get some of my supplies out. So I have really, really watery eyes. So usually I put my eyeliner on in a kind of 3-part defense to try to not be watery, especially because right now my allergies are really bad and I'm going to film later, so I want to make sure my makeup doesn't go anywhere. So I'm starting with this is just a felt tip. It's actually a triple tip, which is weird and it's kind of difficult. It's kind of difficult to use, but it's the only waterproof one that I have right now, and I only use this on the inner corner of my eyes. I cannot talk while I put this on, so I'm just going to put it on and then I'll go back to Angela Dodson. Hi, Angela. I put your makeup, I put your music in a lot of my videos. Yeah, I don't understand. I said I wasn't going to talk, and here we go. I don't understand why this applicator has the 3-tip thing. It's supposed to be for more flawless application. I think it makes things really difficult, but it is waterproof, and that's what I need. So this is, we're getting desperate in quarantine, I guess. Usually my waterproof that I put on this inner corner, because it's only going on this inner corner, I just use cheap brands. This is just Rimmel. Oh no, this is Prestige. So, but can't be shopping right now, so that's why I'm using what I got. Yeah, the watery eye struggle is definitely, it's kind of like having a girlfriend to hang out with. That's what I was hoping this would be. I didn't want it to be really a tutorial. I wanted it just to be more like a hangout sesh where you kind of see what I'm doing without me having to instruct everything. Like I said before, I'm going to start doing webinars. I'm going to do a webinar about building your business or brand on social media. I'm also going to do a couple of hair and makeup ones, so definitely follow me. Oh, this is hard to do while I'm talking. Definitely follow me on Instagram and Facebook. I post more of my day-to-day stuff and those kind of updates there. And if anybody wants to join, you can see when I post my flyers. They're going to be limited spaces because with the hair and makeup, I'm going to do it as a Zoom meeting. So I think I'm only going to do maybe 8 girls max, because I want to have you guys be able to do your hair and makeup with me, so I can actually show you what I'm doing and then see what you're doing, and then I can give you like advice on what you're doing. So it's going to be like a really limited thing. My business on social media and branding on social media one will be more spaces, because that's just going to be like more of a traditional like PowerPoint webinar. But definitely follow me, because that stuff fills up really fast. Sorry, I wasn't really showing you what I was doing, but I'm just doing my eyeliner. If you want to see me do my eyeliner, I've done it a million times on YouTube. Oh, your sister passed away right before this all hit. Oh, I'm so sorry. That sucks. What a horrible, not that there's any good time for a loved one to pass away, but it's kind of extraordinarily terrible. I do really want to watch Little Women, but yeah, that is not a good movie to watch if you just lost a sister. I haven't seen it either. I heard it's really good though. I've been doing movie dates with my best friend where we just like pick a super chick flick and we just text each other through the whole thing. Like we were like, okay, ready to go, and we hit the go button at the same time. And then when we have to pee, we pause it at the same time. So it's kind of like watching a movie together, but all we do is just like talk shit. We actually watched Beautiful Day in the Neighborhood for a couple ones ago, and it was terrible. I would not suggest it. It is not about Mr. Rogers. Tom Hanks did a really good job, but he was like barely in it, so it was really boring. New Disney movie. I haven't seen the new Disney movie. Good Girls is a really good drama. Oh yeah, that was in my queue for a long time, and then I just forgot about it. There's too many dang shows, and I get stuck on these reality shows. But the reality shows are good because I'm still working and like making content and stuff, so it's hard for me to actually focus on a show. Like I very rarely sit down and actually watch a show. I just kind of like listen to them in the background. So the third eyeliner that I do, if you guys can see, it might be hard in this camera, but I have really big eyes, and the camera's staring at me. I have really big eyes, and so my upper waterline shows. So I always put a little bit of just like normal pencil liner under there so that you can't see that gap in mine. I liked Bomb Girls a lot. I could not get into Versailles. I tried, and I love history, but I thought that show was boring. I don't know why. A good one though is Harlots. If anyone has Hulu, Harlots is a great, like, juicy drama. I love that show. I wish it came out more often. I do a little bit on the bottom. I don't usually do bottom liner on girls that have small eyes, but because I have big eyes, sometimes I need a little bit of this just to close up my eyes a little bit. Trying not to be a buggy eye. I shall invest in Zoom right now. Yeah, right. I've heard they've had like problems with their stock though. It may not be the best long-term stock option. Sorry for that cough. I had you on Instagram, but then like 3 more Instagram pages came out. They're all yours too. Yeah, I have a lot of Instagrams. I have TheCherryDollface Vintage, which I sell vintage clothing. I have TheCherryDollface Shop, which I sell like modern pinup clothing and accessories and cosmetics and stuff. And then I have Skin by Cherokee, which is my esthetician page. It's all about skincare. And then I have the TheCherryDollface, which is my like this version of Instagram. I have a lot of Instagram pages. Spanish Princess is good. Outlander was really good. What's my favorite eyeliner? Honestly, I feel like eyeliner is such a personal thing. I use Schwing by the Balm. It's kind of hard to see. This, though, is very, very liquidy. If you're not very practiced, it gets really, really messy. So I wouldn't suggest this unless you're really, really practiced. I think Stila makes a really good felt tip liner that's better for the less practiced. Ooh, I have a delay on this thing now. Oh, so the other one is like way delayed, huh? Oh yeah, it is really delayed. That's okay. It's no big deal. What? It'll catch up? Should I restart it? Oh. I have a whole face and hair to do. Oh. We have a delay. That's okay. No big deal. You guys probably can't even tell. He can tell because he's listening to me live too, but it's no big deal. This is what happens. Technical stuff. Okay, so I'm going to put some mascara on before my lashes. I haven't seen Lucifer. Do you ever get overwhelmed trying to keep up with social media? Yes, I absolutely do. I have to take breaks sometimes. I used to reply to every single comment. I still reply to pretty much all of my messages. I reply to all my messages unless it's just like a I love this picture. Like those kind where it's like, thank you, but like I get a lot of them. If it's like an actual heartfelt, like I love this picture and here's why, and let me be like personal with you, like I always reply to those, even if it's just like a few hearts or a few kissy faces. Like, I try to let people know that I'm reading their stuff. I do read everything. I don't, like, if you leave a comment on a post from like 2 years ago, I probably won't see it, but I keep up with my most recent posts, and I try to go back and look at comments just so I can make sure that I'm like answering everything and keeping on top of things, especially when people are saying nice things. I like to reply to those. I'm going to put a little bit of brow gel on my brows because my brows are kind of unruly right now and I haven't trimmed them. Your skin is so clean and clear. What do you use? Well, what I use is called 2 very bright box lights. My skin actually is kind of freaking out right now. If you can see, I have a big gigantic pimple on my cheek, but honestly, lighting is the best thing for skin. My skin is really hydrated right now because I'm sweating like crazy because it's really hot in here, so that's why I'm shiny. I must just look highlighted and luminous, but really I'm just really sweaty. But I use all kinds of stuff. If you guys want to see my skincare stuff and what I use, do follow Skin by Cherokee because I post a lot about skin there. I'm going to be doing a video about my skincare routine, but that won't be coming out for a little bit. So if you want more like up-to-date stuff about skincare, follow me on my skincare page. Okay, I'm going to put on some lashes. This is going to take a minute because I need to peel the glue off. I should have done this before the video, but that's okay. Whew, you guys, it's warm. Is it warm where you are? Please tell me. Please tell me all about your cold weather. Make me jealous. I shouldn't have worn jeans. I'm wearing jeans behind the camera, and you can't even see it. I could have just worn my underwear. I could just take my pants off right now if I wanted to, but I'm not going to. Okay. There's some more comments here. Been watching you for years. You love everything you do. Thank you, the Debster. Old show is Battlestar Galactica. That seems like something right up Jimmy's alley. Do you watch that? Yep, it got a thumbs up. He's more the sci-fi. I'm more the fantasy nerd, and he's more the sci-fi nerd. So he likes fantasy too, but I think if we were to like pick one, like he's Dune and I'm Harry Potter. Do I have any good ghost stories? I actually used to live in a house that we broke the lease because weird stuff happened. My dad got pushed down the stairs in the middle of the night, and like blinds would open by themselves, and my stuffed animals would be in different places when I woke up. It was just like a very strange house. Beyond that, I've never had any like crazy experiences with ghosty things. I'm not sure how much I believe really in ghosty things, but that house definitely had some weird energy in it, whatever that was. Silly question, but is that Betty Page on your shoulder? It is. It's very old and very faded. She basically has no face left. So for my hair, I was going to do a down curly style, but it is so freaking hot in here that I think I'm going to do an updo for you guys instead because it is too hot for me to have my hair down. And I still have to make videos today, so if I start sweating, I'm just going to lose all my curls. Comfortable in Nashville, rainy in Nashville, 2 people in Nashville. 64 and windy. Oh, that sounds so nice. We're in autumn here in Australia. Oh, autumn in Australia is nice. 75 outside of Sacramento. It's raining. Oh yeah, Reno, I bet you were really hot. Bipolar day in Memphis. I feel like Memphis is one of those cities that is generally bipolar. I feel like most places in the Midwest and the South, like the saying is, if you don't like the weather, wait a few minutes and then it'll change. You okay? Restart? Okay. Okay, you guys. We're going to restart this live because we have a really big delay, so don't go anywhere. I'm going to restart, and then this will just be a 2-part video. So, woo! So, I'll be right back. I don't know how to end this. You're going to have to end it for me. I'm just going to keep putting my lashes on until you can it. Don't go anywhere. I'm coming back. 2 by 2 hands of blue ribbons.